what's up guys, this is Mana and welcome back to yet again another Star Wars The Old Republic Galactic Mentors video. I'm so glad to be doing this series again and coming back into Star Wars The Old Republic with some more guides for you guys. So basically this is going to be an introduction to the class basically. So we got the Sith Warrior. There's two basically professions you go for the Sith Warrior. You can either be a Sith Juggernaut or you could be a Sith Marauder. Sith Juggernaut uses one lightsaber, the Sith Marauder uses two. But in this video, we're going to be going over the, drumroll please, the Sith Juggernaut. As you can see, I'm wielding one lightsaber right there, man. Beautiful. So when you think of the Sith Juggernaut, you think of Darth Maul, just really badass, and Darth Vader. They're able just to dish out that damage and take damage as well. They are basically, as I said, Juggernauts. So before we get into this video and dive in, this video is brought to you by none other than my Twitch channel. I stream 5 days a week, 10 p.m. Central Time. Make sure to go ahead and watch me. I do Star Wars The Old Republic, Guild Wars 2, and other MMORPGs. So let's dive back into the video. So basically you have 3 specs you can choose with the Sith Juggernaut, and those are as follows. You have Vengeance, the .DPS. You have Immortal, which is the tanking spec, and you have Rage, which is just pure damage, just doing mega damage on this spec. But let's go into Vengeance as I'm going to talk about this. So basically Vengeance is your .DPS, which means damage over time. You will basically have around 3 dots you could use on this character, 4 dots if you spec into something for chilling screen, which I'm not going to go ahead and go over in this video because I'm going to be making another video on how to do, you know, PvE guide for the Vengeance Juggernaut. So this video is basically for just explaining what these do, not going so much into depth, showing you guys rotations, your stats, and all that. That's going to be coming in a future video, but let's go ahead and continue. So you're going to be putting dots on all your enemies. You can spread them with AoE, or you could just, you know, do single target with your dots. It's really great class, and I have so much fun playing this class, guys. It is great for any kind of content you're doing, whether you're doing PvE or leveling or just doing operations, which operations in this game is basically raiding. The longer the fight, you're going to be doing more damage because your dots are going to be racking up so much damage. It's just insane the numbers you will see when you're playing as a Vengeance Juggernaut, man. So many great skills you have too. Some of the cool things that the Sith Juggernaut has is basically their force choke, their freaking force push. They have so much great things that just make the class really cool, and it really ties you in. Like, yo, I feel like I'm like Darth Maul because I feel like I'm freaking Darth Vader. Look at my powers. It's really cool how immersive you feel when you're playing Sith Juggernaut, guys. So Vengeance, like I said, that's the .DPS. If you want to do .DPS, you're gonna go strictly to Vengeance. The next spec we're gonna talk about is Immortal, which Immortal obviously is the tank. Immortal is really fun to play as, guys. If you guys want to play a tank class, okay, I'm gonna say something here. Who cares about the meta right now? Play what you want. If you know how to tank in other MMOs, if you know, hey, don't stand in the red stuff, don't stand in this, you know, tank, move the boss over there, you're going to do fine in raids. Don't let people be like, oh my god, you're playing a Sith Juggernaut tank, you're not playing an assassin tank, wow dude, you suck. No. If you know your basics in raiding and basics in MMORPGs, you'll be able to tank as any class in this game. Don't follow the meta, guys, just play what you want. Okay, so Sith Juggernaut, man, the Immortal spec, tanking, really fun, really cool. There's so many cool precursor moves you use to have AoE. At first when you start this Immortal spec, it feels like you don't have no AoE. It's like, how am I gonna do my AoE stuff? But there's certain moves you have to use with another move, and it triggers an AoE, and I'm going to talk about that real quick if I could go ahead and find that skill that I normally have. So the cool things about these skills is that they synergize together, like I said before. So if you take the skill that's called Aegis Assault, it increases your damage reduction by 3% for 20 seconds, and it generates 6 rage. So you're thinking about, what can I do in this situation? I have no AoE. Well, if you read, always, guys, do me a favor, read your skills all that little skill bar where you're trying to put in your skill points and other stuff. Read your skills, because there's sometimes you'll be like, yo, this skill synergizes with this skill, and now I have something else that I can use. Well, if you use your Aegis Assault and then you go ahead and use your Crushing Blow when you're under the effects of your Aegis Assault, your Crushing Blow will affect up to 7 nearby targets for the same amount of damage. So that's your AoE to go ahead and use with your slam. And if you get the Chilling Scream dot, like I said before, you have AoE on this character. The one thing that people complain about the Immortal Jug is that it's hard to hold AoE aggro, which for me, I could do it easily, because I mean, I don't know why I could do it easily, I just know what I have to do. But you may have trouble at first, but once you get into it, once you start knowing what skill synergizes with other skills and what can I use in an AoE situation, you can definitely get this the right way down, guys. Like I said, I have a comprehensive guide on Immortal tanking pretty soon, like I will for Vengeance, guys. So Immortal tank, you want to be a badass, you want to just take the hits, and you're able to deal good damage with this class also, definitely try out the Immortal tank, guys. So right now we're going to go ahead and shift over to Rage. So Rage is basically the Juggernaut's burst DPS, and how this differs from Vengeance. Vengeance is a dot DPS spec, as Rage is bursting. So when you need a high burst of damage, that's where Rage is going to excel. So in what areas does this Rage spec excel? Basically a lot in PvP, because that's where you want to burst people down, and that's where you just want to, you need that high influx of damage. You could still use Rage in ops. It's not like you can't use them. No, they're really, you can still use them in ops. It's just that people prefer Vengeance because it has a higher sustained DPS than Rage, and that's obviously because you have all those dots on the freaking boss, and you're gonna definitely have higher sustained damage. But that doesn't mean you can't go into some, you know, veterans or story mode freaking operations, you know, and play as Rage. No, you can still do that. People might be like, why are you playing as Rage? Just tell them, hey, I love to play as Rage. I love doing that bursty DPS, you know what I mean? But no, specifically, you want to go ahead and play this in PvP. Like I said, you can still play it in PvE. It still has this really great rotation, which we're going to get to about. So basically, Rage players, their rotation is basically 100% mobile, which is great for PvP, because in PvP you really want to be mobile. You want to be moving around, getting to targets, you know, with the leap and your sword slash, or sword dance or sword slash, I forgot what the skill is called, where you just freaking go crazy with your lightsaber. But mostly all of the abilities are instant cast, so you're always going to be 100% mobile, which is freaking great. Which again, like I said, it makes this class amazing for PvP scenarios, but you can still use it for PvE too, guys. So don't worry about what other people say. But if you're looking for like a really dope PvP spec and you want to get into PvP in Star Wars: The Old Republic, definitely go ahead and try out Rage if you want that bursty DPS. But if you like to do PvP and you want to be more of a dot kind of, you can still go Vengeance too. But if you want a bursty burst, make sure to go ahead and play some Rage in PvP, guys. Well, basically, this has been the video for the introduction to the specs that Sith Juggernaut has, guys. I'm going to be doing one on every class, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be having a comprehensive guide on Immortal and Vengeance. That's what I mostly play in this character. If you guys want a comprehensive guide on Rage, I can do that also. You're just gonna have to give me some time to go ahead and play, get down a really great rotation for PvP, and actually get some clips and videos for that comprehensive guide. Just let me know in the comments below what other character you want me to do next, or what other class you want me to do next. Let me know what other Star Wars: The Republic content you want to see next also. And always like the video, sub to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time on Star Wars: The Old Republic Galactic Mentors. Take care.